thank you, Lori. I've missed all of you too. It's been, what do I say? Quite hectic, fun, exciting, bittersweet, all at once. Andrea and John's wedding went really well on Sunday. We had a nice quick rehearsal, and then John's parents hosted a rehearsal dinner, which was casual and so very nice because it gave everybody a chance to really get to know one another. And we had some extra special guests there, as did they, in addition to the two families and the bridal party. But it was lots and lots of fun. And then, of course, wedding day started at my house at 7:30 in the morning, I think, 7 or 7:30, with hair and makeup for the bridal party and the two moms, and got to the venue, had lunch, got dressed. Andrea and John did a first look, which I'm dying to see photos from, because it was private, just the two of them. And they had written letters to each other that they shared, so that was kind of cool. And then they took photos of the wedding party and then the big moment. The rain held off for pretty much for the whole day, with the exception of when Andrea's dad was walking her down the aisle. And it was kind of funny because I think it was just meant to be, because Andrea's dad does not, he's a great person, but he does not like to be the center of attention. But of course, he would never pass up walking his daughter down the aisle. And but as soon as the bride and father of the bride came out, it started sprinkling, raining, kind of, I'll say sprinkling, but like heavy drops. And I remember, I thought, uh-oh, what are we going to do now? And because we had an alternate plan for inside, but the weather just kept moving out, set after 6. So we thought, great, we can do this 4:30 wedding ceremony outside. But I looked back at Andrea and her dad, and they both were kind of chuckling and looked at each other and kind of were like, well, let's go. And he took her up the aisle and gave her a hug, gave John a hug, came to his seat, and the rain stopped. So it was, and as John's dad, who was the officiant of the ceremony, put it, it was tears of love coming down on all of us. So really nice, great reception. Loved the venue. The people who worked there were excellent, and the reception, so much fun. So much fun. And one of my friends, Rosie, her piece of advice to me as the mother of the bride was to dance every dance. I didn't dance every dance, but I danced an awful lot. Probably more than I've ever danced in a single event. And I'm not a good dancer. But it was just so fun, and it was so nice to be surrounded by people who care about Andrea and John so much. And then this week has been a whirlwind, helping Emily move to a new apartment in Cincinnati this week. So I was there Tuesday, Wednesday, came home exhausted, slept 12 hours, and working all day yesterday and today, and I'll go back to Cincinnati tomorrow. And hopefully between her and her dad and I will get her finished up. So very exciting. She starts her new job as a physical therapist on July 11th. So much going on. And it's kind of crazy when you have adult children and you watch them going through new phases of life. You realize that your life is changing too. And, what is it going to look for me now? So anyways, I just want to show you a bit of happy mail I received. Here is a thank you note from one of my customers, Danielle Kelly. And this is one that she made with one of the make and take packets from a Creative Scape weekend, I believe, that's mine that she was at. And then I received this one just yesterday from Kate Spackman, who is a Demonstrator development manager, congratulating me on earning the next incentive trip. So always fun. And look what a great way to use scraps. So really fun. All right, you know, today is the big day, the launch of the holiday, I call it the holiday mini, July-December mini catalog, and our Summer Celebration brochure. So today I'm not doing a creative project. In fact, I haven't even had time to do any designing in the last couple of weeks, and it's kind of getting to me. I'm craving it, I'm missing it, but it will happen next week. And hopefully next week I'll be back to my regular schedule and kind of come down, decompress a little bit after all the excitement. But today I want to do a walkthrough of the new mini catalog as well as the celebration brochures, pointing out some of my favorites as well as some coordinating products between these publications and what's in our annual catalog. And maybe you'll notice something that you didn't already notice. I will say I wanted to get my catalogs out before the wedding. It just didn't happen. They all went out yesterday. So if you have placed a Stampin' Up order from me since July of 2021, you were on the list to receive these complimentary catalogs. If you're a past customer and you have not placed an order at that time, all you have to do is message me or email me. Be sure to include your full name and mailing address and your catalog request, and I'll get that out to you. And if you are new to me and not currently working with another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business, and I'll start that by sending you a complimentary catalog as well. So you also just need to message me or email me, full name, mailing address, and your catalog request. Alrighty, so I'm going to flip my camera around now so we can get started. And if you haven't already seen the inside of the catalogs, I think you're going to love what you see. Oh, and while I'm doing this, changing my camera around, would you please share this live video and invite others to join us and see these new products with us? I love traditional, and I love everything about this cover photo. It speaks to me, and I will probably be making a card very similar to this at some point because I love it so much. All right, so a nice table of contents, some more product samples, love it. If you're not familiar with the icons throughout the catalog, take a look right here. This is very helpful. All right, gonna put my reading glasses on. All right, I first want to talk to you about the Nourish and Flourish kit. This, as many of you know, Stampin' Up! Is dedicated to making a difference by sharing our love of crafting. And this Nourish and Flourish kit does exactly that. Stampin' Up! Is going to donate $3 from each kit to Amy. I sent them yesterday, and you are getting one. You're on that list. To help with food scarcity around the globe. And depending on what country we're in, several different markets, the money goes to different charities, but they all have that common goal of addressing the issue of food scarcity and hunger. And so this kit is like a little insulated, I'll just say lunch sack or snack sack, you know, something you can take to the pool or on a picnic. It's got nice fabric and it's zippered and lined. And then it's got an awesome card kit inside. And everything in here is pre-cut, pre-printed. So it's super easy. And by the way, it comes in a really nice brown box. So if you want to purchase this kit as a gift for somebody else to do, it's certainly easy to send. And to wrap, if need be, you get dimensionals, some embellishments. There are lined envelopes, 3 different colors of lined envelopes. Love that, kind of fancy schmancy. And then there are all these card bases. And the bases, I don't know how well you can see this, they're all embossed. There's another set of embossed cards. I think I'm missing one set here. Yes. And there's so 3 different kinds of embossed card fronts. And then you're going to get, I have to find the right ones here. You're going to get pre-printed and pre-cut sentiments. All you have to do is punch them out. Super easy. Now, some of these, when they do the kits, they print all the languages. They print the sentiments in all of the languages for the areas that we service. Obviously, I'm not going to be using many of these. I'm just going to be using the English one in my market. And what I like to do is save these pieces with the other languages, and you can use the backside to stamp, so you kind of get some pre-cut pieces that you can use to stamp images or sentiments. This one does not come with a block, Tammy. This one does not come with a block. Pretty much all of the stamping kits in the kits collection do come with a block, and most stampers have one at that point. So a block was not included with this one. It's a project kit. And then here are more die cut pieces to add to those cards. And of course, there's a direction sheet. You can make the cards as is or put your own special touch on those. And I've noted here, I will be doing an online and possibly an in-person class on this. So it'll just be a fun Zoom event. You buy the kit, we all get together online and make the cards together. And then if somebody does an alternate project or card with the contents of their kit, they can share it with all of us as well. I don't know if it's my reading glasses or what, but things look askew to me. Okay, some more information about our kits collection and paper pumpkin. Please note that celebration is going on this month and through August. If you buy a 3, 6, or 12-month subscription to Paper Pumpkin, you get celebration benefits. You can get free exclusive celebration products. And if you're already a month-to-month subscriber, it's super easy to switch to one of these prepaids and take advantage of a celebration. Plus, it's actually cheaper when you buy 6, and even more inexpensive, or greater savings, I should say, when you buy a 12-month subscription. So please note that. That's when always, celebration is always when I buy my prepaid Paper Pumpkin subscription. And I always buy the 12-month because I'm saving over $20 from the month-to-month plan. Plus, I get Stampin' Rewards to use towards more product, and I get the celebration freebies. All right, here's one of those fun, festive sweets, the Sweetest Christmas, a mega sweet because it's got 2 bundles. The paper, of course, you know I have to show you the paper, right? There's no surprise there, I know. So this is the Sweetest Christmas 12 by 12 paper. And I believe that the dies from the Sweet Candy Canes bundle cut out some of the candy canes in this DSP, like on this sheet. And of course you can see not they aren't all printed with candy canes. So you might be able to use some of these for other events. Even a lot of times I find that I can use my Christmas papers with various reds and pinks in them for Valentine's Day. Oh, and you know, I should have pulled out this ribbon. This combo pack, love it. Love it, love it, love it. There are these sequins with adhesive back and no holes in these sequins, which I love. I don't know why. I have a thing about, I don't like sequins with the holes in it. But really fun. Sweetest Christmas featuring the candy canes. And here's just an example of the 2 bundles in that suite. Next is the Spruced Up bundle. Again, very traditional images, kind of that block coloring motif and coordinating dies. Again, very traditional mistletoe magic. Love this one. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I do truly love it. And of course, you know I like to color with my Stampin' Blends, and this really set really lends itself to that. And then on this page, the Regal Reindeer, I haven't gotten this yet, but it is on my list. There's just something about these reindeer and that little child that I just love. So it's definitely on my wish list. Santa Express Suite. Okay, this would be fun to make things for, and perhaps even with, children and grandchildren. Lots of fun. And I can see some people creating some amazing things with the trains, kind of like this card. And it does have a Memories and More card pack and Memories and More cards and envelopes to go with it as well. So that is a really nice feature. Here's a larger image, and then here's an example of some of the Memories and More cards being used. This little penguin in here, isn't he cute? And look how you can put the tree and the presents and different things on top of the train, or even stamp a message right on the train itself. Really fun. Joyful Flurry. Okay, this is super fun. First of all, I got to show you these embellishments. The bottom 2 are sequins with adhesive backs. They do have the holes in, but I love the colors of them. And then there's this sort of unique shape. I don't really even know what to call this shape. And these are not sequins. They're actually gems. But just kind of a fun silver gem. But I thought, well, that's really something quite different than we've seen. The other thing I like about this set is you can cut out the snowflakes that you stamp, but then you can also just cut out some background where it cuts out part of a snowflake, but not necessarily the whole thing. So then you can lift up parts, and you can see it better in the examples when you get your catalog. And Sweet Gingerbread. This reminds me of a suite we had probably at least 6 years ago with gingerbread, and it was more gingerbread men, and we did a little gingerbread punch, whatever, but it kind of reminds me of that. And I thought this would be super fun to do as a family activity and have everybody make their own paper gingerbread house with this and some colorful stamp colors, ink colors. We have this sentiment stamp set with a bundle, with a punch bundle. And I'm curious to see what people are going to do with this. One thing I want to point out too is The punch can be used in this diamond shape, but you could also turn it and use it as a square shape, depending on the look you want or the sentiment that you're using, or even just a background behind another image. On pages 22 and 23, we have some returning favorites. Penguin Place, highly popular last year. And remember how long, because of all the shipping issues, remember how long some of you waited for the penguin punch? You don't have that problem this year, but I'm so glad to see it back because I loved creating with it. This was another one of my favorites last year, the Merriest Moments. I'll have to pull up the video replay from one of the Facebook Lives I did with this because I made cards using this hybrid embossing folder and coordinating stamp set with, I believe it was Blushing Bride, and the cards were just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I love poinsettias. Love poinsettias. I don't do a good job of keeping real poinsettias alive, maybe because I keep my house cool in the winter. I'm not sure, but I always enjoy them fake or alive. And this paper is stunning. And I love the stamp set. I love the coordinating dies. And this die in particular, I love because it cuts out which I'll call it a sentiment shape with a little holly leaf on the side, cuts it out as one piece. The ribbon is gorgeous. I think we've seen this ribbon before, maybe last year or the year before in a fall suite. Really nice natural woven ribbon. And then there are some wood embellishments that, as you can see in this picture, you can color with your Stampin' blends and customize them or just use them in the natural color. This paper is called Boughs of Holly, although it does have poinsettias in there. I love holly as much as I love poinsettias, maybe a little bit more because I don't have to worry about keeping it alive. But just gorgeous paper. And I love the rich traditional greens and reds in here. This is sort of, to me, looks like the bark of a river birch tree, something like that. Here are some, I'll call it a forest of evergreens. This is pretty with the various holly leaves and berries and other foliage. A little stripe on the backs. And you can see a lot of these, you're going to want to use the backs of these beyond the holidays. Isn't this red pretty? I picture wonderful hearts and valentines made with that red print. And then there's this one, kind of an all over print. And then this almost looks camouflage to me. What do you think? Maybe a Santa would be camouflaged in like that. I don't know. All right, but fun. Boughs of Holly. And you know, the other thing is, I've waited a long time for a stamp set that had holly and berries that were sizable. We've had very small ones in the past, but I love the size of these. All righty. On page 26, Jingle, Jingle, Jingle. To me, this is a standalone set. There are no dies that go with it, but I love it for its versatility because you can mix and match. For example, you can stamp the outline jolly and color it in. You could stamp the outline and then stamp the other jolly inside it. You could use this jolly separate and not put it with the outline. So there's a lot of, and then of course the small script can be over, under, even popped up with these other larger sentiments. So to me, this looks like something that has a great deal of versatility and fun mixing and matching. You could do your reds and greens, or you can do any wonderful color combination that you love. A lot of people love pinks or blues and silvers at Christmas, golds and greens. You could do it any way you want. Decorated with Happiness bundle is the next one. This to me is kind of like if you know somebody that can just sketch out a picture real easily, that's what I see here. And just festive, fun. All right, for you country folk or somebody appreciates the quiet life, Christmas barn bundle. Love it. Don't you love this card? This in itself, I don't even know if I'd put it on the DSP background. I think I would just do it like that. The silo actually reminds me of my grandpa's farm. Painted Christmas is a returning favorite from last year, this DSP. And then we have the family and friends, which is kind of fun. And you could mix and match this. You know, you could cover up parts of the stamp. I just feel like this is so hard to get it where you can see it well, but see everything. I'd rather you see it well. So I'm going back down. But they're all wearing their sweaters and fun, some coloring there. But I love this, family and friends. That's what Christmas is all about. Isn't that the truth? All right, Lights Aglow. I will say that this is probably my favorite suite. It's more elegant. I love the candy cane suite. That's a close second. This, I would say, is more of an elegant suite, whereas the other is more whimsical and playful. The colors in here are fabulous. And notice on this suite, the neutral is not white. It's vanilla. And I love that with the reds and the greens, especially Cherry Cobbler, Evening Evergreen, and Soft Succulent. And then they've also got in there black and gold. Now, I just have to show you. I don't even know where to start. Let's start at the bottom with the DSP. It's a 6x6 DSP. And look at this. Here's the black and gold. Look at the back side, kind of the, the bokeh look. Look at this, the trees, tree branches. Now these, and I believe this print is in other colors, these are intended that you can cut these into 3x3 squares. And you can maybe pop up a sentiment on here. So great for making quick and easy cards. There's the back, more of that bokeh technique look on it. Gold snowflakes. Look at that. Ooh, that's fun. And you're not going to use all of or I should say, if you don't use all of these at Christmas, many of the prints will certainly be ones you can use throughout the year. Look at these trees. I'm going to flip these over. Isn't that pretty? More snowflakes. Teeny tiny snowflakes. Gold snowflakes on the red. There's more of those frames that you can cut those into 3x3 and make some quick and easy cards. So love that. The Lights Aglow 6x6 paper. Now there are 2 packs of specialty paper with this suite. The first is the Glimmer 12x12 paper. Look at this. Evening Evergreen. I guess they're calling that very vanilla, are they? Yes, very vanilla and gold. Look how rich and beautiful these look together. I just can't stand it. And our Glimmer paper does not rub off. So if you're somebody who stays away from Glimmer because you don't like the mess, or glitter or Glimmer because you don't like the mess, you don't have that problem with Stampin' Up! Glimmer paper. Then we also have the festive foils 12 by 12. And I should say with that glimmer, you're going to get 2 sheets of each color. Same thing with the festive foils. Look at this, cherry cobbler, gold, and soft succulent. And you're going to get 2 sheets of each. Absolutely stunning. Yes, Tammy. Those dies, and I don't have the stamp sets or dies for any of the suites with me. But yes, some of them just punch out the holes. So you can add some fancy paper behind if you like. And same thing, actually same on both sets. And you can see those dies a little bit better on pages 32 and 33. And again, this is a mega bundle because it has 2, I should say a mega suite because it has 2 bundles. And I love them both. You're going to get the snowflake and Christmas tree images with the Christmas lights bundle, and with the brightest glow bundle, you're going to get all these beautiful sentiments to go with it. Also note, when you see things like this that are in sort of that vanilla color, that means the die or the punch coordinates with that particular sentiment. And of course, you can see many of these sentiments would fit in the circle or on this other one. So lots of mixing and matching, very elegant and very traditional. The Scotty dogs, the Christmas Scotty. I did not get this yet, and I keep going back and forth. Should I? Shouldn't I? I don't know. What do you think? Do you guys love the Scotty dog? It's neat to have a punch with it. I will say that. And I love this feature of that plaid. You can stamp a plaid. And then we have the seal of approval. Okay, if you've got little ones, or grandchildren, this is darling. So darling. I mean, look at the little face on the seal. How can that not make you smile? Oh, I forgot. We're going to have to go back because I forgot the rest of that Lights Aglow. I wanted to show you this. Look at this beautiful ribbon. So it's sheer in the middle. It's got the gold, 2 gold edges, and then it's got vanilla satin on the outside. And it's real thin, so it'll be super easy to tie bows with. And then there's also these festive pearls, which I have to open up the package because you're not seeing everything that's in there. So sorry, but I'm jumping backwards a bit here. But it's got gold, silver, and then like a soft succulent and a red. So really pretty. And these 2 are kind of pearlized, whereas these 2 are more of the metallic gold and metallic silver. All right. And then, like I said, these are the cuteness pages, I'll say. Window Wishes bundle. So much you can do with this. And, you know, and you can see what I own and don't own because I always highlight what I purchase when I purchase it. I suggest you always do that with your catalogs so that you don't accidentally order something twice. But anyways, I've been going back and forth with this one too, and I love so much about it. And I got to thinking as I was looking at this sample, if you are a realtor or know a realtor who would send maybe thank you notes to clients, this would be a great set to use. And then if you're into dogs and cats, you might like the North Pole Mischief stamp set. Yeti to Party. Okay, I have to say I've never watched, is that from Star Wars, I believe? I've never watched a Star Wars movie, but my new son-in-law, John, is into that. But cute, right? It also kind of reminds me, if you take these off, it kind of reminds me of Bumble from let's see, what is Bumble in? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I think. But anyways, just cute and fun. One large snowflake, love it. And it's about 4 1/4 by 4 3/4, so it's sizable. Great for making simple cards, maybe do some embossing with it or emboss resist. A lot of fun. Trees for sale. And don't you just love this pup running through the tree sale? And when I show you the celebration brochure, there is a set of dies that you can only get with a $50 purchase during celebration to coordinate with this set. So if you like this, I'm going to suggest you purchase it July or August so you can get the dies with it. Okay. Of course, we need to remember the reason for the season. If you are Christian, here's those houses again. Look at that. So pretty. Hope and Peace, a beautiful, beautiful stamp set for beautiful holiday sentiments. Love it. Beautiful Christmas sentiments. And then we also have the Peace to You stamp set, which I love just as much. And I'll point out, because it's easy to overlook these two papers here. I know I was drawn right to the stamp set, so kind of overlooked those. But this is the Snowflake 12 by 12 designer series paper. So I'll just show it to you real fast. Okay, so you've got the like kind of, at first it looks silver, but it's really kind of iridescent on vellum. And then the other 3 sheets are the same, but it's that flocking, that nice, soft, fluffy felt feel. And they're all 6 sheets are on vellum. So really, really pretty. And what was, oh, this, because this is one I really had to, I was having a hard time kind of seeing it until I got it in person. But it's unique. I have to say it's something different than I've ever remember us having. So you get the black and silver, the evening evergreen and gold, and then I guess this would be like pumpkin pie and Cajun craze in there. So great for fall. But depending on which way you have the paper, you could use it for different reasons. This way, I might see snowflakes. This might be a pile of leaves to me, or I might just use a portion of it to place alongside a card with something on top, a sentiment or a stamped die cut image, anything. But I wanted to show you that just because it's very unique and different. And with that, you get 12 of those sheets, so 4 of each for $5. So I think it's a really good price point. It really was the price that made me think I'm going to buy it and try it. All right, gnomes are still ever so popular. So the Storybook Gnome Suite. And I do not own any of these products yet, but just fun and whimsical. And of course, these gnomes, you don't have to use them just for the holidays. Use them year round for whatever occasion or reason you have for sending cards. We have a fun Snowman Magic bundle. Some great dies. My favorite part of this die collection is this one that creates the background frame. Love it. And this little guy, he reminds me of the bunny in Frosty the Snowman. You know, the one that runs around with the magician. I thought that was cute. These trees would be fun to use with many of our other sets as well. You can die cut those. All right, this is another one. It's on my wish list, all bundled up. I don't know why. The animals are just cute. And I don't often go for the animal sets, but something about this one, they're just cute and friendly and they look fun. So I might be getting that one as well. What do you all think? Do you like the all bundled up one? What's your thought on that? You should be jotting notes of some of your favorites because I'm going to ask you at the end. Okay, perched in a tree. Lots of bird lovers out there. I know my friend Julie Heights is excited about this one because she's a birder. I love it. I love the different font in there too. Countless trees, so you can do a lot of mixing and matching and designing your own different kinds of trees with the Countless Trees stamp set. All right, this is my favorite for fall, the Rustic Harvest Suite. So a couple of things I want to show you here. And again, I'm just pulling some of the extras, not the stamps and dies and punches. But look at this paper. On, you know, some of these that are on that black background, how striking. You know, fall, Thanksgiving. You could even do it for Halloween. A pretty stripe on the back that you could use year-round. You could use this year-round. There's some leaves and acorns. This I love, one of those sheets that makes easy scrapbook pages or easy cards just by cutting it down the center. And a simple print on the back. And this is super colorful. I always love going buying the gourds and little mini pumpkins and stuff. It always reminds me of my mom because she would do that and decorate the table or the mantle of the fireplace, something like that. A Cajun Craze print. And you can see the back side of these is all black and white. So you can use it as black and white, or you can customize it with any of our coloring tools or blending brushes and ink pads, making it that much more versatile. And what else did I want? Oh, this. Okay. I love this combo pack. Let's see if I can get it open. This is the Leaf Label and Amber Gem combo pack. So you get these amber color gems, adhesive back, 2 different sizes. And then you get, I don't know how many are in here, 25 leaves. And they have a pre-punched hole there. So you can use them as tags and labels, you know, wrap a sweet treat and put a label on there. Maybe use these for to tie around napkins for your Thanksgiving table, that sort of thing. So I love these. Kathleen, are you in the US? I think you are. And Russ, I did not look at the inventory report for today. But you said the Rustic Harvest is one that's already on back order, possibly, and the black cardstock. I love that we have black 12 by 12 cardstock. We have been asking for that for a long, long time. Okay, Rustic Harvest is out of stock at the moment, as is the black cardstock. But it's early enough in the season, I'm sure we'll be getting it. That's the great thing about having this holiday mini for a 6-month period. And on this page, you have to see my new favorite tool, the Embossings Edition Toolkit. We have not had, okay, I thought you were in Florida. I try to remember, but it's hard with so many. But I love this. We have not had our embossing trays for, gosh, 10 or more years. I don't even know. We stopped selling the Embossing Buddy. And of course, demonstrators were saying we need that back. And then look here, we have a brush, right? When we have to brush off some of the excess embossing powder. And then we also have this, trying to get it out here gently, this reverse tweezers. So if I want to stamp with Versamark on here, a little sentiment, and emboss it with gold embossing powder, I now have this reverse tweezer. So the way it works is it opens when you squeeze, and then it holds it really tight. So great for applying that heat embossing. And this is $27. I think this is a great value for what it is. And I'm just thoroughly excited. Does anybody know why this is here? That's because when you are working with your embossing powder, you're going to work with it in the tray here. But then when you're finished, just tap it down so that excess embossing powder goes down here, and then you just open this over your embossing container, and you're not wasting, and you don't have the big mess. So if you love embossing, this set is going to make your life so much easier. All right, this is the coordinating bundle to go with that suite. I also love this one. I don't have it yet. I'm thinking about it. But this is a fun one for fall as well, the Gathered Wheat bundle. Fond of Autumn. This has a unique die in it that cuts out all the tiny little lines, but then you use that kind of as a background. It doesn't actually cut out a whole shape. Yes, you can also use the brush to clean up the tray. That is quite right. Another helpful tip. All right, I marked this one. Does anybody remember the baby wipe technique? You use, a few baby wipes, and you basically are using that to kind of make your own ink pad. And it's great. I love to use it with fall leaves because then I add the different colors of fall leaves and you pat it all together. And then when you stamp into the baby wipe ink pad that you just created with your ink refills, you get different blending, and each one looks different every single time you stamp it. And I thought, wouldn't this be a great set to do that with because of this pretty leaf? And what about these? Did anybody call these seed packets? Did anybody call them helicopters when you were little? Pick them up off the ground and throw them in the air and they twirl around. I always think of that when I see those. And I love the painted pheasant. This card is gorgeous. Just adding, putting the colors, different colors on the pheasant with Stampin' Right markers. So fun. I love going apple picking. So the Apple Harvest stamp set I'm really drawn to. I also think this would be a great stamp set to use in making teacher gifts. Or if you're a teacher, you can do your own personal notes with this. So if you're sending home a note to parents, little Susie had a great day at school, or whatever kind of good news, that would be fun to use. Now we're getting into Halloween, the Black and White Designs Designer Series paper. I don't have that yet, but it looks like lots of fun. Best Witches. Okay, that's a standalone stamp set. No dies or punch to go with it, but so fun to color. I can picture doing using this with some children. They get to color the witches any way they want. And the darling little frog in there, he's too cute. And these were made, these pocket treat favors were made with that pocket die, pocket envelope die, I think is the name of it, in the annual catalog. So that's kind of a fun idea to keep in mind. Then we have the Scary Cute bundle. This is the one Halloween one that I chose to purchase. And I just love the little silhouettes in there. fun to work with. And then we have the Bewitching bundle with a coordinating punch. I know all of you love our coordinating punches as much as I do. What a great punch to have, the Witch Hat Builder punch. And please note on here, there is some glitter washi tape. There are 4 rolls in 4 different colors: black, Highland Heather, Old Olive, and Pumpkin Pie. So a fun embellishment or addition to your cards and paper crafts. Okay, the Cottage Wreaths Suite. I know many of you love the plaid and gingham papers we've had in the past. Look at this DSP. Now this is a mega pack. You get 48 sheets for $30. So it's a great, great value. A larger print on one side, smaller print on the opposite side. And you get this really nice array of colors. So again, this is one of those that I have purchased, and I picture myself using many of these throughout the entire year. It's not just for the holiday season. Love it, love it, love it. We have some pearlized enamel. They call it effects. But what do I want to say? Like the pearlized paint? Maybe? Kind of like our crystal effects, only it's pearlized and it's colored. Crystal effects goes way back if you don't know what I'm talking about. A nice twine that has a silver threaded through it. And of course, I always love wreath stamp sets. I guess because it doesn't have to be just a holiday wreath. You can make a wreath for any season, any occasion, right? And I have fun doing that. Brightest Beauty bundle. And we have the Design a Treat bundle. I was looking to see what the finished size of these boxes is. I'm picturing it as being quite small because you can see this label on the front of these boxes. So I'm thinking, what, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking probably like 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. So, one little, what's the candy? I love them. The round truffles that's wrapped in gold. You know what I mean. One of those in there. A sweet message. Doesn't always have to be candy, does it? Ringed with Nature. This bundle, again, there's the house. So if you know realtors, this would be a fun one to use with that. I love this card. Great for creating some masculine cards. And you'll see in the celebration brochure, there is a coordinating DSP for this bundle. All right, Vintage Christmas. This coordinates with the, where is it here, Mary? The bottle punch that we have in our annual catalog. Splendid Day. I wasn't sure about this one, but I thought, I think I just want to give it a try. And so I've got it. I've got some ideas in my head of how I want to use it, but I haven't had time. So it's on my list. Never enough time, is there? Especially when you have big events going on, like we did. But there is, in the celebration brochure, a set of note cards and envelopes that coordinates with this. So I'll point that out to you in just a little bit. I thought this was, I saw this, Time for a Card again. And I was like, I have to have that set. Now, I do very much like everything else in there. But as soon as I saw that, Time for a Card again, I knew I had to get the Forever Friendship stamp set. All right, here is the Celebrate with Tags bundle. If you look at the samples here and also this die set, you can make some fun fold up tags with this. Just really fun. Gianna, I'm like you. I love when we have more than one set to coordinate with a punch we already have, or even a die set. That happens at times too. Here is a new trio punch, Very Best Trio Punch, and they have paired it with the Very Best Occasions stamp set. You know how I feel about having a good selection of sentiments. I would highly recommend this one for so many reasons that we send cards. Thinking of yous, birthdays, sympathy, congratulations, and it's even got, you know, some Christmas in there. Look at this, sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. That doesn't have to be just birthdays, does it? You can use that for a lot of different things. Sun Kissed. I have not purchased this yet, but I can picture many of my team members who love the beach and all things beach and tropical who will be buying this. And I'm sure we have a number of customers who will be interested in that as well. All right, and that just now goes into the bundles, which we already talked about. One thing I should point out is when you are looking in the bundle index back here, the samples you see for a particular bundle, or the sample you see for a particular bundle, is different than the samples they shown earlier in the catalog. Okay, so sometimes if you're looking for inspiration, be sure you look back here at the bundle index, but then also go to the bundle pages. And I believe the pages are on here. Are they not? Yes, they are. Because then you'll get another creative idea. All right, let me see if there's... Okay, I think I showed you pretty much everything I wanted to from that one. Now with the Celebration brochure. For those who aren't familiar with Celebration, it is our biggest annual promotion each year. And we've started, as of last year, started having it twice a year, in January, February, and then July and August. And in this brochure, you will find exclusive products. And you can get these products when you shop, you host, or you join. And it's pretty easy to see throughout. So you can get the Hippest Hippos stamp set for a $50 purchase. Get it free with a purchase. You can also, for another $50 purchase, get the hippo dies to coordinate with it. And you can do that all at once in a $100 purchase and use, you know, get two level one, two $50 items. Or you can do it in two separate purchases. And there is no limit to the number of freebies that you can get during Celebration. So you might order this week, and then you might order next week, and then you might order 5 weeks from now. And when you've decided you want another Celebration set. This paper, and I do have it, this is the one that coordinates with the, let me think a second, what is it called? Does it tell me here? Oh, right here. Coordinates with the Ringed with Nature bundle in the new mini. So look at this paper. So some fun nature scenes, some plaids. Look at that, real subtle. Of the birds. This almost looks like ice to me, ice crystals on there. The houses, again, think realtors or new home cards, something like that. Look at that fun design on the back. okay? So that is a coordinating product. And that DSP you can only get with a $50 order in July and August, okay? It won't be sold later. We shouldn't see it again. If that ever happens, Stampin' Up! Usually tells us ahead of time, and I don't see any indication of that. So if you like that DSP, especially if you're getting the Ringed with Nature bundle, I would consider this as your freebie. Here is that Pool Party and Soft Seafoam set of cards and envelopes I told you about that coordinates with the, what is this called? Splendid Day Designer Series paper. And of course, you don't have to use it with the Splendid Day suite, but it is a nice feature that they coordinate. So look at this. Isn't that pretty? White on this, I guess, copper color, I would say. Leafy prints, botanicals, raised, and this white, it's raised. It's embossed on there. So this DSP is in our annual catalog. Again, the white is embossed on the foil papers. Another way to make easy, quick cards or scrapbook layouts. Right there's another one. And here I'll show you what these note cards and envelopes look like. They're really quite pretty. I can't wait till next week when I actually have time to sit and play with all this. So here are some, let me pull this apart here. So here are some note cards. Half of them are like this with the soft seafoam color, and the soft seafoam envelopes to coordinate go with them. And then we also have this with the pool party. And actually the envelopes, I should say, coordinate with both. You've got the pool party liner on the soft seafoam envelope. So, you know, this is a set of 20, and they are standard size cards, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So you can make full size cards quickly and easily, or you can do something even fancier by adding the Splendid Day DSP, or the Splendid Day product, suite products. We have the Stylish Sketches. This is kind of different. I wasn't sure how I felt about the wolf, although he looks friendly enough, but I really like the other two images, so I'll give it a try. You can get a package of 6x6 designer series paper. It's hard to see here, but it's gold and silver dots and stripes on white. So really versatile. You could color it with Stampin' Blends and ink pads, punch it out, use it as backgrounds, perhaps color sections of it with our Stampin' Blends. Just super fun, 24 sheets. Now, we have a few items that you can get with a $100 purchase, okay? And this needs to be $100 in one purchase, okay? Not 50 this time and 50 next time. It's got to be in one purchase. The Amazing Phrasing Stamp Set. So you've got some big words and lots of small phrases, and you just mix and match. Just mix and match. So that can be lots of fun. Here are the tree lot dies I told you about. This is free with a $100 purchase and coordinates with the Trees for Sale stamp set that I showed you in the holiday mini catalog. Look at this. Isn't that fun? All you campers out there. Okay. I am going to say this is, and I didn't even use a Post-it note because I knew I would remember to tell you this. This is my favorite choice of the Celebration products. It is the Wonderful World stamp set and coordinating designer series paper. I mean, the stamp set itself has gorgeous flowers. You can make those flowers any colors you want. Great for making simple and elegant cards, really. But look at this designer series paper. Look how pretty that is. And the detail in the flowers is really amazing. Look at this. I have some of these blooming in my yard right now. The lilies. And the back side, the coordinating sides. Love this. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that. How elegant. I also think this would be cute for like a new baby girl, that one. And then just some all over flowers here. I was thinking too, I might like to make a collage with this. Again, my head is spinning with all these ideas. How much time do I really have? You know? And finally, you can get an exclusive perfect pomegranate stamp set with an order of $300 or more. And note, that order doesn't have to be yours. If you want to host a party or a private class and earn some free products, I want to help you do that. There's nothing I love more than helping people get free Stampin' Up! Products. So you can, we can put together a little Stampin' Up! Party or a private class for you and your friends. And then, excuse me, and then you could earn this from their purchases. But I think it's so pretty. And it's interesting too, because I started looking at both of these and I'm like, you can do a lot of different colors with pomegranates. Just fun. And then of course the florals in there. And then finally, and I have to be honest, I did a quick cleanup and I thought I had everything organized. I cannot find, because current demonstrators were allowed to purchase the Making Plans collection. Just a one-time deal. We could purchase one to use for ourselves. And I decided I was going to try this Stampin' Up! Planner. And I was going to start it July 1st. Well, I was looking for it to pull it out to show you how wonderful it is. I don't know where I put it before the wedding. I don't know. So I'll find it and I'll show it to you next week. But this, all of this, the planner, the 3 notebooks, and the Making Plans stamp set can be yours free when you join my team. And our starter kit, as always, is $99, and it is 100% customizable, meaning you choose $125 of product. It says right here, you're getting $125 of product of your choice. You're going to pay $99 plus tax, and all of that is going to ship to you free. You'll also get some extras in there with a little business pack that Stampin' Up! Gives you, things like that. I'm trying to think what else is in there, because they give you some other freebies. But then anybody who joins my team in July and August will also get the Making Plans planner collection. So a really nice exclusive product that I'm super excited about. And if ever, I'm going to flip this camera back now. Hold on a second. There. If ever you were thinking about joining Stampin' Up, there's lots of different reasons why people join Stampin' Up. Many people join it simply for the community, the friendship. Tracy Dolling, who is my very first recruit and did celebrate in January her 10-year anniversary with Stampin' Up, I asked her, and just probably in the last couple of years, why did you join? And she said, because I started coming to your classes, she got a referral and came to some of my card classes. And she said she realized how much fun she had stamping with other people. And she wanted to do more of that and thought joining would be an opportunity for her to do that. And she's still here. Many people join just for the discount. That is perfectly okay. And I've had people who joined for the celebration promotion and just to get a good deal. Really, when you think about it, the starter kit is, I would consider it a customizable bundle and the best value you're ever going to get. And then celebration, they throw in another little extra like the planner collection this time. So it's a great value. Many people like it for inspiration. Some people work it to have a little extra supplemental income. And then some people like to build a business. But whatever it is, and we have people that have stayed on for a very short period of time, and people like Tracy and I who have been around much longer. Actually, today, I'm trying to think, because every month on my team Facebook group, I announce whose birthday it is that month and who's celebrating a Stampin' Up! Anniversary. And I'm trying to think who it was. Amanda Barger, I think, was at 8 years this month. And Joyce Lutterby, who's a hobbyist, she's been here with us for 5 years. Did I say 8 months? I meant 8 years. And then Joyce Lutterby for 5 years. So, and then I've got people who joined just a few months ago. And really, we just enjoy the time we have. And we haven't had in-person events in a long time. We're getting ready to have a little backyard picnic in a couple weeks in Cincinnati. So I hope those that are local will be able to attend. But we have a private Facebook group for our team. We share information, techniques, ideas. I offer some challenges where people can perhaps win a prize. And it's just based on participation. It's not about judging or anything like that. And we do different themes. Swaps, we'll probably be getting back into that. What else can I tell you about that? Any questions about joining? Oh, everybody who is on my team gets access to my Class to Go PDF tutorials for free. So many of them like to take advantage of that benefit. And that is a perk for joining my team in particular. I'm happy to discuss what the Stampin' Up! Opportunity can do for you, because I think it's different for each of us. Some people just want, to have people to connect with on a little bit more personal, intimate level. And they can do that by joining the Stampin' Up! Community. My team is called the Merry Stampers, MERRY, sort of a play on my name. And they're a great group. They're a great group. We love to share and just a lot of fun, great people. All right, are there any questions? I'm gonna scroll quickly here. Are there any questions about, oh, Linda, I'm sorry, you're at Mayo Clinic. Good luck. A number of people told us that after the ceremony. So anyways, if there's no more questions, as of now, I will say goodbye. I thank you for watching with me as I did my catalog walkthrough. I always like to do that because so many times I go through a catalog and then I go through it later and I see something that I didn't notice before. And if I can help point out some of those things to you, I want to do that. And lots of times people ask me, what's your favorite? So this is a fun way for me to do that as well. Okay. Yes, if you missed part of this, go right back to the beginning. It's super easy to find the videos. You can look right here on Stampin' Piece with Mary Knabe under today's date, or go to click on the word more near the top. It's under the banner. Click on more and then click on videos and you'll see it come up. All right. Hey, everybody, have what today? Friday. I couldn't even think for a second what day it is. Have a great Friday. I hope you've had a good week. I'm going to try to get some more work done and then get to bed early so I can get back to Cincinnati tomorrow morning to help out Emily. And I'm hoping we can finish it tomorrow and then maybe rest. I guess her dad mentioned maybe we'd all go to see a Cincinnati Reds game. So we'll see. Have a wonderful holiday weekend if you're in the United States. Happy 4th of July. Have fun. Be safe. Enjoy your family and friends. And I probably will not be doing a Facebook Live on Monday. If I do, it'll be a surprise to you and me because I'm not sure when I'm coming back from Cincinnati. But I definitely hope to be back on my regular schedule starting Tuesday. So I'll have Facebook Lives Wednesday evening and Friday afternoon. Until then, happy stamping and thanks for being part of my Stampin' Piece community. Bye-bye.